Hello, my name is Linda Ron and I'm a classical pianist who loves to share anything and everything to do with music, behind the scenes, practice tips, all that jazz. So if you enjoy this video, be sure to subscribe and follow for more. This past month, I've been very lucky to embark on a cross Canada tour. In this episode, we go to Thunder Bay, Kingston, Toronto, before going to Regina and Brandon. So that caps off the last part of my tour. I thought I would just take you behind the scenes and see what the touring life looks like. It's time for the tour. Let's go. I arrived really late. Transfer through Toronto. They don't have Uber there, so they have this thing called U-Ride, and I basically booked it. There was no taxi, or it was so busy that there was a taxi only like every 10 minutes. So I ordered the U-Ride, also waited for the taxi just in case. But the U-Ride came probably in like 7 minutes. Thunder Bay was actually my only hotel accommodation. I've been really lucky to be hosted in every other city. Got there, went straight to sleep. I was so tired. And then the next day I had the concert at noon. Really lovely little hall. I did run into a bit of a problem though. Now I'm gonna hook up to a speaker for the weather. Maybe I'll just do without speaker. But for the Phoenix, it's gonna be pretty hard to hear, even if I project. Unless I can probably work around it, so I'm not too panicked. But it would be nice to have more room to speak very softly and all that kind of stuff. But what I love about noon hour concerts is, you know, after I finish, I still have kind of half of my day ahead of me. I just finished my concert and now I'm walking around downtown Thunder Bay in hunt for food. I took the opportunity to at least see the lake. Lake Superior. Me with bodies of water, I always love to go and see, even if it's on a gray wintry day like this, water makes me just like, nature, calm. So I just got back from lunch and I walked a little bit around the lake because I wanted to see water, and it started snowing. Yes, and then the next day I went back to the airport, flew out back to Toronto, then had a little bit of time to get to the train station at Union Station, and I took the train to Kingston, where I was very, very graciously hosted by John and his wife, John Bird, who is a retired professor at Queen's University. And yeah, it's been so inspiring just spending time with him, talking to him about his work, his career, and what he's up to now. He's a composer and pianist, super kind, super lovely person. He brought me to the hall, the prettiest hall probably in Canada, one of the prettiest, and you overlook Lake Ontario. Funny little anecdote that happened. They had out a 1920s Steinway, like old Steinway, that's a little bit beaten up but very, very well taken care of. John said, actually we have another piano that we can bring out. It's newer, the New York Steinway. Would you like to try it? So I tried it. It is a lot easier to control because it's a newer instrument and it's more even, and you know, for the repertoire I was playing, I thought it would work better. So after much debate, I was like, okay, yes, let's switch to piano. So they rolled it into the hall. Then I proceeded to do my sound check. I was really only needed to do the Phoenix, you know, with headset and with loud playing, can people hear me? And of course, during Phoenix, the string break. I break a string, and then so they were like, well, okay, we better switch the piano back. So after all of that, yeah, I basically was like, okay, I need to go put my makeup on now. So that was my whole sound check. Melodiously. Finished. 4 more shows to go. After the concert, I met a pair of oncologists who, you know, Queen's University. What's great about these concert series is I'm playing at universities, so the crowd that brings in are just such, like, you know, we have the general public, but also super interesting people who are highly specialized in their fields, and I've been so lucky to meet many of them. That was Kingston. After that concert was at like 12:30. I finished at 1:30. Right away, I had to catch a train back to Toronto at 4:30. That was like a one night stay. That was when I got really tired. Then back to Toronto, where I thankfully got to stay for a whole week. I stayed with a friend of mine, Georgia, and who is a pianist, artist. Actually, you should check her out. Her art is so beautiful. On the 14th, I gave a masterclass at my alma mater, Royal Conservatory of Music. My former teacher, but still a great mentor of mine, Jim Agneson, sent me up to give a masterclass to the Junior Academy. So kids that are like, I don't know, they're like 8, 11, something like that. They're so cute. But play so crazily well. It's wild. I got to present a few of the pieces I'm playing on the tour, and they were just so excited. Then I had dinner with friends. Good morning. It is almost 11 a.m. November 15th. I have my show at the CMC today. But before that, this morning I just finished practice lunch with Alice Howard. It was so lovely to meet Alice and so inspiring to chat with her over lunch. Off to the sound check. I literally slept for like 2 hours, I think, after lunch. It's not cold, but it's kind of misting, and I sort of put on my foundation already, so I'm trying not to get it ruined. And on the 15th, I had my concert at the Canadian Music Centre in downtown Toronto. It's a beautiful little intimate space. The piano is quite bright, but really nice actually. Finished my sound check and had a quick dinner. I had many friends in the audience, so I was able to go out with friends after, and it was so nice to just reconnect with a lot of my colleagues, mentors, composers while I was in the city. On the 18th, I had my concert at York University, which is a little bit still like in Toronto, but I had to take the subway up. York University, Randolph Peters was so kind. The concert was at 10 a.m. though, so it was a little bit rough. I had to get up quite early, get makeup on, everything on before I go, because I knew once I got there wouldn't be any time. Could not understand the difference between peace. That was really lovely. So many people turned up. Hung out with my friends, longtime college friend. And then I took a flight. It was like a late, like 9 p.m. flight to Regina. Regina, Saskatchewan, where I've been previously and always had such a lovely time. Just around I got to rent a car, and I don't know, I was like probably way too excited about having my own car. I was very graciously hosted by Kathleen. Yeah, on the 21st, I went in, did my sound check. Woke up with a bit of a migraine, so I really took it easy, slept a lot, took painkillers. Backstage. But the concert in the evening was great. I do know the concert organizer, Colleen Murphy, from previous times where I'd been there with my duo. So I reached out to her and was like, oh, could you set me up to do some concerts in care, because they have a collaboration where they're bringing artists to go to senior homes and community centers. They managed to organize this for me on the Saturday, on the 22nd, to perform at a senior home, and that was really, really lovely. That's such a special part of touring for me, is just being able to actually connect more deeply with the community. From there, I drove straight to Brandon, so 3.5 hours, with a little bit of a pit stop at Timmy's. Then I was in Brandon for a couple days, had a master class, and actually finished my DMA application during this time. I was so stressed about it. So, had a day off today. I traveled to Brandon yesterday, drove from Regina. Thankfully, it was a very beautiful, clear day. And I spent since like 9 or 10 a.m. this morning, it's just been writing essays, uploading, editing videos, and now I finally submitted all of my doctoral applications. I had masterclass, taught masterclass to the lovely students at the Brandon University. That was a lot of fun, actually. Had dinner with Megumi and Diana, who are the Eckhart Gramate artistic director and executive director. I've been in touch with them throughout the whole process, and it was just so nice to actually sit down and have a meal with them. Then the concert was the next day. Sound check for the last concert of the tour. Check, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Check, 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Phoenix wakes up to your acrid smell of smoke and fire. It's kind of nice. Does it get hot?
It does.
Okay. Then maybe I should stick with 80% so I don't sweat too much. Chang. Last concert. Let's go. Makeup is done. Before I knew it, I was on my flight home. So that was my tour, epic tour, episode 3 of my epic Eckhart Gramate tour across the country. Thank you all so much for joining me. If you've been here for all 3 episodes in this little series, thank you.